And News 3 now joining. All right, let's go ahead and get things started with Mr. Sam Gordon from the Paper of Record.
Asia, how was the game last night? What was it like to be there?
I mean, it was super dope. Just to see that they're like at full capacity and everyone's like involved and in it, and towers are flying and you're high-fiving random people. Like that was just the energy in T-Mobile was just crazy. And it was just a great feeling. I enjoyed it.
Just in your time being here since 2018, what have you come to learn about like just fans in Vegas and the energy that they provide? Because you know when your games are packed too, there's a lot of energy in there. What is this like as a sports town?
I think it's just loyalty. I think that's what it really means. That's what it matters when you have a fan base and you're growing a fan base. It's just the loyalty and how hard they root for us and go for us. I think it's something special where, you know, you're sitting there, all of a sudden you hear the goaltender's name being screamed by millions and millions of people. Like that as an athlete, I don't know if he ever hears it, but that's just crazy to listen to. And it just goes to show how they really ride for us. And I'm so happy that I could be here within a franchise that gets to enjoy that, the crazy fanness.
Thank you.
Fago, long time no see.
Good question.
Can you hear me?
There we are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, perfect. I'm sorry. So Naomi Osaka spoke about mental awareness a couple of weeks ago. What advice could you give up and coming youth about the importance of keeping their mental health? And what do you do at times when you get down on yourself, so you had a tough game, in order to get in that mental capacity?
I think the advice that I would give would just have to be that I just constantly tell myself it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel the feelings. It's okay to not feel good. And I think people kind of frown upon it because they think you're supposed to be this person all the time. No, not necessarily. So for me, that's how I keep my just headspace in order, just to say, if I feel sad this day, okay, I might just have to cry it out. I might have to take a warm shower and just think about it. But don't get too deep in my thoughts. Don't keep it bottled up. I have Dr. Casey, who is like someone that's been there with me, and that really helps me out. So for the youth, I would just say, lean on people that you love, lean on the ones around you that are bringing good energy to you. And when it comes to just having a bad game, I mean, it's a game. You win, you lose some. But at the end of the day, you just got to understand who you are and never lose sight of that.
All right, thank you.
Anne-Marie?
Hey, Asia. Wondered if you got to do anything other than the Golden Knights game that was fun this week. Did Chelsea Gray cook for you? Anything like that?
What did I do this week? I was actually quite busy this week. Like I had a lot of I guess not media stuff, but a lot of sponsorship stuff that I had to knock out. I did go to Chelsea's house. We watched the game there. And yeah, we just kind of kicked it. But other than that, yeah, it's been pretty chill this week. I'm like waiting to play. Like I'm just like, okay, I'm tired of practice. Let's get into it.
Did Chelsea cook for you? We hear she's a great cook. Did she not cook for you?
Yeah, yeah, she did. She cooked some really good tacos. She's a good cook. I give her that.
Yeah, that's one of her specialties. She told us the other day. And then in practice, what was the focus in practice this week?
It's been on us, honestly. Of course, we have to prep for Dallas, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to us. And we've had great energy around practice, and we've just been feeling it all. We're just enjoying this week off to an extent, but at the same time, it allows us to really focus in and tidy up things that we may have missed in the Washington game or in the New York game or Con game. So it really kind of gave us time to really break things down that we probably didn't do and get a chance to in training camp. And now that we see it in film and we've been through it, I think it's very helpful in that way.
And last thing, I just wanted to follow up on Sam. Was this your first Golden Knights game, did you say?
No, this is my second. Every time I crank the horn, they win. So I'm not trying to say I'm a good luck charm or anything, but.
Tell me your good luck charm without telling me your good luck charm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you.
All right, News 3. Is there a hand and voice behind that hand raise? Or was that an accidental hand raise from News 3? Well, let's go to Carolyn Peck then.
Asia, on the WNBA website, they say you're slaying with your outfits, approaching your game. What is your style?
What is my style? girl, I think my style is just me. Like it's just me. I try to make things as easy as it can be for me. And it's just who I am. I could be comfy one day. I can just be a straight up girly girl. I can be tomboy, or I can be dressy. Like I just switch it up whenever I feel like it. And I think that's kind of the best style to have. It's just being you.
Then USA Basketball said that they're going to come to Vegas to train. How you feel about that?
Oh, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be different, of course, but at the same time, I think it's a good environment to be around, especially now with the city buzzing around and just like we're welcoming just another level of basketball. I mean, you have Summer League here, you have us, and now you're welcoming USA Basketball again. I know they did it on the men's side, but now for the women's side. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And facing Dallas, you're going to be playing against some former teammates. Any chance we'll get a Dawn Staley sighting this week?
Okay, so I think she's trying to hide out from me, but it's okay. I'm gonna FaceTime her later on today. I think she's in Puerto Rico though with USA, so she won't be there. But I'm excited to play against my twin Ty and my best friend Alicia Gray.
Thanks, Asia. Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, final two, News 3. Give it another shot.
Asia, can you hear me, my friend?
Yep.
Yay, okay, good. Hi, this is Reed Cowan. I'm going to the Olympic Games. Is it okay if I ask you an Olympics question?
Sure.
How do you feel? I know we have limited time. Your feelings about going to Tokyo, your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, especially during a global pandemic.
Yeah, I wish I could answer that, but we haven't released the roster yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be going to Tokyo, but I am a Tokyo hopeful, and just to be in the pool, to be an Olympian, to have an opportunity to be an Olympian is I feel like it's everybody's dream to be played the best on a world stage. So fingers crossed, I have the opportunity, but just to have your name being in the pool, I think it speaks a lot for itself.
Absolutely, and quickly, why does the world, especially at this time in our history, need the Olympic Games? Final question.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it honestly just shows I don't know. I think it just shows how we go about things. We may have our ups and our downs, but we're always gonna find a way to try to bring it together and to try to showcase our sport and our entertainment and make it fun for everyone to enjoy and to watch. So I think the Olympic Games allows it to be like an outlet for people to really cheer on their country.
All right, and let's go to the bad guys. Ron.
Hey, it's good to see you. Really enjoy watching you play. There's been a lot written about you and Liz getting comfortable. Last year, obviously, you didn't play together. How's that adjustment going? And, there were some stats on ESPN about, how everybody is better with when, the way you two are playing. But how have you two come together playing and meshing your styles?
I think we're coming together and doing a good job of playing alongside each other. It's tough, of course. We all can do exactly what the other person can do, but I think Liz and I also have the same mindset as, okay, when she gets the ball, I'm going the complete opposite way and I'm getting out of her way, and it's vice versa. So just to have that mindset, I think it's really helpful for us, whether we're in practice or in the games, is just to feed off of each other. We're professional athletes at the end of the day, and we're gonna make the right basketball choice. Well, fingers crossed we make the right basketball choice at the end of the day. But it's been a long time coming, I guess, because we didn't get a chance to play in the bubble and didn't see that. But now we're slowly getting back into it, and I think we're in a good place.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I would add that Asia is playing as efficiently as she ever have. If you look at her individual offensive efficiency rating, and Liz is shooting better than she ever has. So
Thanks, Jiggy.
Not having any issues with the two of them on the court. Destiny has sat down. We'll see if Phil wants to sneak in there and kick her out, but assuming not, we'll go ahead and start Destiny and go with.
Oh, she's already remotely.
Yeah, she's in there. Ron, if you've got a question for Destiny.
Sure. Hi, Destiny. How are you?
Good. How are you?
What's it like playing when you look over and you have Asia and you have Liz and you have Kelsey, who's obviously going to the Olympics along with Asia and Liz? What's it like playing with them?
I think it's really humbling in a lot of ways. We, if anything, probably have the most talented team of the league, in my belief, and every day being able to practice against them, you learn something new every day. And that's from every single player that practices, even bench players could be starters on other teams. So there's so much to learn and there's so much to grow from, watching them do their job and work each day. So it's been a blessing.
Rafiq?
Yeah, hey, Destiny, how you doing?
Good.
I just want to know, like, how beneficial was it for your team to have like a week off during the WNBA season, and thoughts on WNBA players attending sporting events again, with Asia going to the Golden Knights game, to Jasmine Jones and Serena Ionescu of the New York Liberty attending the Brooklyn Nets games?
I think it's super beneficial. This week off has been good. We've been able to just focus on things for the first third of the season to be over, to just look back and see how we can grow as a team and as a unit, and get better going into the second third of this season. It's important, I think, just to be able to focus on us for a little bit, which was nice. And then for people to be able to kind of finally go out and be able to attend sporting events and things like that. I mean, I think it shows just the power of sport, and how much people really, are drawn to it, how big of a platform a lot of us have, to really bring a lot of individuals together in a time where, I mean, for the last year and a half, we've been so separate. So I think it's a really big and important thing.
Anne Marie?
Destiny, hi. I'm wondering, 10 games in now, you've gotten playing time in many different situations. What's your mindset when you win? What's your biggest priority?
I think just to be whatever the team needs in that moment, read the situation coming off the bench. I think that's one benefit of it is, if I go in for 2 minutes, if I go in for 18 minutes, I'm going to go in, I'm going to spark energy, I'm going to get whoever needs the ball. I'm going to make sure that our flow stays consistent, and that I take care of the ball and try to run the offense as best as I can, And so I think one, kind of not expecting anything, and just going out there and playing and really just kind of filling the team. And there's really good leaders from pretty much every perspective on this team. They do a great job of really just bringing us in there and telling us, hey, we're doing this, go in, let's execute. And so I think that's kind of my mindset when I go out there, be an energy spark and pretty much get the ball to who I need to and defend.
And has there been, or what has been maybe the biggest surprise or eye opener for you in terms of the speed and strength of the game?
I don't know if the speed maybe as much. I think just because I played for Arkansas, I'm a little used to the up and down of the floor. But I think really the strength. I think a lot of the times in college, people will be fast, but they maybe won't be as physical. And now you're facing players that are just as fast, if not faster, but just as strong as well. And so they can misplace you pretty easy. So you have to stay really balanced. Everything you do has to be to a T. You really can't make one mistake, or you're going to mess up the entire offense, or even on defense. That's a big thing too. So I think that was the biggest transition, but I think it's beneficial too that I'm also fast and strong. So it's been nice.
Thank you.
Carolyn?
Destiny, you go against Chelsea Gray pretty much every day in practice. What have you learned the most from her?
I think pace. Chelsea's really great at reading a situation and always making the right decision. She knows when it's her time to go get a bucket, and she knows exactly what to do to draw the defense and feed the right person at the right time. I think watching her pace as a point guard has been something that has benefited me. Sometimes I think in my career, I've had one pace and I want to just go. But just really trying to understand, hey, this is a moment where you're slowing it down, you're reading the defense, and then you're going. And she's very, very helpful in a lot of situations, especially in practice and in the games, of just sharing her knowledge with me. And those are a couple of things that I've learned.
And how excited are you to see a former teammate, Chelsea Dungy, coming to town?
Super excited. I mean, this is something we talked about last year. Just having this opportunity. The WNBA is not an easy league to make and be a part of. And I know and watch Chelsea work really hard, and just to be able to play against her and be able to be, on a team and be able to say hello to each other. I'm excited about it, and I'm just thankful, that I had someone in college that has the same aspirations as me.
Great. Thank you, Destiny.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Destiny, you got to go get swole. So go get your lift on, and
Thank
we
you,
will
guys.
be right back with Coach Lane Beer.